Hi ladies, it's Bree. Welcome. Welcome. I'm super excited to do this for you guys. I'm going to do 7 videos. There might be some days I do 2 videos a day. I'm leaving for Black Status Retreat next Wednesday, and then between being a single mom and juggling my kids and stuff. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be really breaking down what happened in the 8 months that it took me to get to the top of the company, and what I've learned along the way, and what are income producing activities that I do, and really breaking down network marketing for you, because it's not complicated, you guys. It's not complicated. It starts with you. All right, and so, oh, I got a fluff on my eye. I'm gonna fluff off. Get it off. All right, and so the very first thing, the most important thing is knowing your why. Okay? That is a question that you need to ask yourself. Why are you doing this? If your why doesn't make you cry, is what they say, then you need to dig deeper. Why? What do you want out of this? Now, it could be a million different things. My why is my children. My why is my children. My why is because I don't ever want them to have to want the way that I did growing up. I grew up very poor. I want to be able to leave a legacy for them. I want to be able to be home with my babies and not be away from them while they're growing up, working in 9 to 5, and have somebody else raise my kids just so I can afford to pay that daycare, because that's the world that we live in. So my why is my babies. My why is also freedom. Freedom. And it's the still same why as when I signed up with Younique, is the same why right now. My why is freedom, So when I started, I'm not going to lie, I was very money motivated. We were broke. My ex-husband joined the Army at 32 years old, as an E3, as a private. And at that time, we already had adult bills. We had adult credit cards, car payments. And then I had to stop working my job. I was a massage therapist. And we pretty much relied upon credit cards for most of his time in the Army, for groceries and just for necessities. And so, the last week before we got paid, it was really tight, and it was years and years of that, and years of stress. Saving up money to take my kids to the movies, but not letting them get popcorn, using a credit card so I could take them to the zoo, and but if things were tight, packing our own sandwiches, and that's fine. That's the way a lot of people have to live. But for me, a huge motivation when I started is I didn't want to do that anymore. I was tired of worrying about money. I was tired of living like that, so stressed out. I had a friend, she's still one of my best friends, who became a top leader in another network marketing company, and I saw her do that, and I wanted that. And I'm not gonna lie, I came into this saying, if she can do this, I can do this. There is no reason that other women are able to succeed and I can't. I'm a little competitive, and I knew it was possible. And so I knew my why, and it drove me. Anytime I felt frustrated, or felt silly, or like I was posting too much, or got scared that people were going to judge me, or all those fears that we face, you think about your why. And if you can say that's stopping, or that you're too tired, or you don't feel like making a video, or you're not going to approach this person about the opportunity because you're scared, if all of those things are more important than your why, then you're good. But the chances are they're not. Nothing is more important than my babies, and nothing is more important than my freedom, And I reminded myself of that every single day. I had, when I signed up, a goal in my head, and my goal was I wanted to know what it was like to make $10,000 a month. And it was a goal that's huge. It's flipping huge. I mean, at the time, my family was making like $2,700 a month. Like, that was our average. And so to think about that, I mean, that was just huge. And that meant I would be able to pay all of my bills, You know, we could go to the movies. I could buy clothes that fit me. You know, I could go to Target and buy what I wanted to buy. Like, I would daydream about this, you guys. I would visualize it. I watched The Secret. Okay, I read Think and Grow Rich. If you have not watched The Secret and if you've not read Think and Grow Rich, then I want you guys to do that right now. And I want you to do that before this week is over. This is your task. And when you have done this, at least bought it, purchased it on audio, you can watch The Secret on Netflix. It takes you about an hour. I want you to post below. That's your task for this first video. Because getting your mental head in the game to become successful is the difference between successful and not successful people, period. I was a Black Status presenter the second that I pressed enter and that kit was coming to me in the mail. I had changed my life, and I had a feeling from my head to my toes. I was a woman who was determined, and there wasn't anything that was going to stop me, but I had to make that decision. You know, here's the thing. People come in and out of network marketing fast because most people are accustomed to being employees, right? You might be sitting here, most everybody is we are accustomed in our society being employees. Network marketing is not employees. You are not my employee. You are your own business owner. You signed up to have your own business. You are your boss. Listen, a lot of people can't handle that. A lot of people cannot keep themselves accountable. They cannot set goals for themselves. They cannot be disciplined enough to do this. A lot of people are sitting around waiting for somebody to tell them what to do because that's what we're used to. So, success in this business starts with you. Knowing your why. Why are you doing this? Knowing what you want, you guys. What do you want to do with this? You may not want to go to the top. That may not be your why, and that's totally fine because it's yours, but you need to know what it is and hold yourself accountable, and you need to get your brain in the game. Okay, so I will read Think and Grow Rich or listen to it. I like to listen to books on audio every 2 months at least. I have, and especially now, I have to keep myself in check always. Yes, there's we're about ready to hit 5,000 women in Team Awesome. 5,000. And it started with me one night spending $99 on the same kit that you did. That could be a lot of pressure, you guys. Like, a lot of times I'm like, I need to be doing all the things. But the fact is that personal development and me becoming a good leader and continually working my business is still number one. It's still number one. You know, so really think hard about your why and what you want to do and what you think you're capable of. Network marketing doesn't discriminate. It doesn't discriminate. If I can do this, you know, I got to Black Status in 8 months. 6 of those 8 months, I was in a wheelchair or in bed because I was sick and I had brain surgery. I couldn't drive. I had to have people come in to help me take care of my kids, but all I needed was my phone. And I was so determined and convicted that I was going to do this and nothing was going to stop me. Now you need to get there. You know, when I would think about how much, like I said, my first like dream number was $10,000 a month, and I would every single night I would go to sleep, and that's what would put me to sleep, as I would daydream about getting a pay quicker that was over $10,000, and I would visualize it, and I would think about shopping at Target and not having to worry and be able to get what I want, right? I would think about being able to pay all of my bills and not even thinking about it. At that time, I would pick and choose which bills I could pay because we couldn't pay them all with our paychecks. I would think about little things, like going to the grocery store and letting my kids pick out a toy. You know, little things that those are the important things. But the reason I did this is law of attraction and work, you guys. I visualized it and I thought about it so much that it felt like I was living it. It felt like I was already there. you know, and what happens with the law of attraction and when you change your thinking, right? I never thought I wasn't never going to get there. I knew I was going to be Black status. I had no idea how long it was going to take me. I had no idea exactly how it was going to happen, but I knew it was going to happen. I never, ever, ever doubted it. It could have taken me 5 years to get to Black status, but it was going to happen. Now, chances are you're not thinking this way. And if you're not, then you need to. If you need to write yourself Post-it notes, not everybody has positive thinking. Actually, a great majority of us are actually getting in the way of our own success with negative thinking. So the first thing you have to do is get your brain in the game. I don't care if you've already been doing this for 2 years. You can start over and get your brain in the game whenever you want. But that's the most important thing. You need to know your why, and you need to know what you want. All right? It's really, really important. So that is the very first thing. This is the first thing that you need to do. This is the first thing that I want you to do. I want you to go get the audio book, or actually go get the book Think and Grow Rich, and I want you to read it or listen to it. And I want you to watch The Secret. Okay? Tomorrow I'm going to be back with some of the basics. How did I book parties? How did I have parties? And what did I do to announce to my my hot market? Because when you start with Younique, your market is extremely hot. And attraction marketing. All right, so that's what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. After I made the decision, I knew what I wanted, and I got my head in the game, then we can start talking about the hows. But I'm telling you what, ladies, the why is more important than the how. Okay, the hows come. There's a million different ways to have parties. There's a million different ways to grow your market. There's a million different ways to sell your makeup. Why you're doing this is the most important part. So figure it out, and I will be back tomorrow. All right, and post below. I want screenshots of your Audible or your Amazon purchase of Think and Grow Rich, and screenshot me that you're watching The Secret on Netflix. Do it when the kids go to sleep, or even better, let them watch it too, because it's good for everybody. All right? Bye, ladies.